Hello, this is Godel. Welcome back to Feed the Beast Interactions Remastered. We are here in the overworld, and I actually did a little off-camera work. I went ahead and made the Architect's Saw Bench, which lets you cut all of these non-square shapes out, and like you can cut some railings and arches and pillars, and it's just like, whoa, you can make spheres? Look at this thing. Hold on, look at this abomination. You ready for this? Bam. That sure is Minecraft. Um, anyways, get rid of this thing. Go over there. And I just was like, how did this look if I put some arches in here? Because I felt like it looked a little awkward being a 3x3 hole. This looks a little better. I also tried a kind of a lower profile arch, and this looks like a little weird. I feel like I'm going to try to go in here and bonk my head on the side of this hole, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the corner arches and leave it at that. So let me see what I need in here. We have two hallways here. So I'm going to need 4 arches really quick. We'll just get those built. Get these out of here. And that was under arches, and then it's this arch diameter 2. Just take 4 of those and pop them in there, and there we go. Look at me. I've done aesthetic. I've done aesthetics. Yay. Anyways. What we kind of should get around to doing is moving some stuff over from the overworld to here, but I kind of want to, not the overworld, the void world to here, but I kind of want to do get some metal going, because if we get some metal going, I feel like we could get some tools that's going to make everything better. So I want to go to a iron vein of some sort. I'm going to build some more pickaxes. And we're just going to go mine in the iron vein for a little bit, I think. And yeah, that's what I want to do for a little bit. And I'm probably not going to be showing a whole lot of on-camera mining, just in general. It's probably not the most exciting activity to show, but since we're early on, that's kind of like what the early game is, right? So there will be some on-camera mining, for sure. Let's make 3 pickaxes. Not wood. Whoa, flint. There we go. Plop. And let's go find an iron vein. I think we had one. I think there was one over here. We'll have to be careful because that's close to the dark edge and it's turning to night here. But we didn't actually mine, or we didn't actually mark any magnetites, except this one over here by the lava we marked, but that's kind of over there now, so. Apatite, oil, quartz. I should probably just look at the letter and the color, because I did color and letter mark these. We had one that was over here. Oh yeah, and also let me get my ore scanner as well. The ore scanner will be good. I don't have the ore scanner here. It's back here in the void world. Let's quick deposit anything here that we don't need. I don't need string. Probably don't need porcelain bricks. Bucket might be handy. I'll hang on to that. Probably don't need arcane ashes. Whoa, we do have quite a lot of wheat. We throw wheat into seeds, right? Oh yeah, that's good. That's gonna be good for once we do some chickens. Oh, look at all this kohoosh. Kohoosh? I still don't know how to say this. Anyways, just replant a bunch of it. There we go. Amazing. That grows while we're in the overworld too, because this reminder, this entire area here is chunk loaded, so anything that's here, except those 2 dirt blocks that are floating in the void over there, anything that's here is actually continuing to process and load while we're in the void world. In fact, our crop field is totally fully grown here, except that cotton plant for some reason did not grow. What a stubborn cotton plant. Okay, we're gonna eat some cotton, apparently. I don't know how nutritious that was. Okay, got our candleberries, getting some wheat now. Okay, and Good, good. Let me take these off my hotbar so that I can quick deposit them. We have too much cotton apparently here. Let's break down these stacks. Get one more. I think I've mathed wrongly. Yep, that is not a multiple of 3. Let me get one more cotton. There we go. Break that down. I can put that string in there. I can put the candleberry in here. The wheat. We're just going to turn this into seeds, I guess, because my inventory is... my storage is full AF, as the kids say. Okay, can we do something with sugarcane? We can put it in a squeezer, which we're going to get soon. So squeezer is going to be one of the things I kind of want to get metal for. If we get a block of iron, we will be able to use a squeezer. And the squeezer is going to be like basically a shortcut method for turning ore blocks into dust, which we can then cook. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We're going to need... we're going to need seared bricks because we're going to be making the seared furnace. Hello, I would like to travel. Thank you. So did I put seared bricks to cook already? Not that many. How else can I make seared bricks? We can put grout into... I think we can get seared stone out of a porcelain melter. And to do that, we need seared stone or grout. Okay, let's do grout blocks really quick and put them in our porcelain melter while we go and go mining. And that's going to let us get some seared stones for our furnace that we're going to need. So each clay, gravel, and sand is going to turn into one grout. One grout is going to turn into one block. Okay, so let's do like maybe 3 stacks of clay. And let me grab these worms while I'm in here too. Worms, and then let's put the worms in the fisherman's strainer. So we have 3 stacks of clay, we need some more gravel, and then we need some more sand. So let's get gravel, 3 stacks of you, and then sand, 1 stack of you. Let's turn this into grout. I am grout. Yep, we know. Yep, just do that recipe 3 times, I guess, because we cannot currently make clay blocks, I don't think. Nope, we cannot make clay blocks yet. Alright, so here's our grout. And back to the overworld. Oh, we need some food. Let's see, is there food in one of these? Large stuffed pepper, here we go. Om nom nom, yep. Okay, and let's put our grout in here. Our grout will immediately start turning into bricks. Do I want to do bricks? This site is set up to be automated. You know what? Let's just not be too lazy. Let me just move the casting basin over here. This will cast it as a block instead of as ingots. So, all right, let's put our grout in here. And it's going to start feeding these in here. These are going to melt down. We're probably going to run out of lava, but we know where we have lava back over there. My north is messed up. For some reason, I think this is north, and I think that is like east, and that's south, but it is like... Nope, it is the other way. This is north, that's east, that's west. This is south. So I believe the ones we saw, the ores we were looking for, are going to be over here to the west. And just make sure this is going to run okay. I'll give it a second for this processing bar to fill up. All right, here we go. I cut like an exciting 30 seconds of processing. There we go. We have 2 blocks. 1 block already went out. It is solidifying. Solidified, and it goes into the chest. Okay, perfect. Good, good, good. We are going to need some bricks as well, though. How many bricks did I have in the overworld? Sorry, I keep, like, forgetting stuff and then remembering the curse of things. We have 44 bricks. I think that's going to be enough bricks for our purposes, so... Alright, without further ado, let's go mine already. Maybe we'll also find wherever this Crimson Praetor fellow is chilling out. Alright, so I believe I remember seeing... We're looking for Gloriosa Daisies. This is an ore chunk here. I didn't get my dang ore scanner. Be right back, one second. I'm not gonna watch me go through the void portal like a 5th time. Okay. Got my scanner this time. So this is allegedly an ore chunk here, but I don't see any flowers. So let's see if there's actually any ores here. Now there could be ores deeper down that I can't see. But I would have to actually go down. There is oil sandflowers over here. Those could be for that chunk, and I just like cleared them out. Oh, you know what? That very well might be the case. Let's just go down like maybe 20 blocks and see if there's anything. I'm just gonna dig straight down. I'll turn F7 off for the moment. Hopefully I don't just dig into a pool of lava. Insert comedic timing here. Alright, well, still don't see anything. It's very possible this is an empty ore chunk where, like, it's supposed to be an ore chunk, but the ore chunk failed to generate due to conditions. Like, maybe it tried to generate an ore chunk that generates up high in elevation, and it was just like, oh, nope, we're in the sky, and we must be cold. Oh, and hey, it's turning to daytime, so this shouldn't be running into too much. Oh, we have the barren strawberry over here. Okay, what does barren strawberry signify? This is the ore chunk for barren strawberry, most likely. Barren strawberry is... I think it's like talc or something that we probably don't need. Where are we at? Barren strawberry soapstone, yeah, so soapstone, which I guess is like a magnesium kind of rock. Glauconite, and pentlandite, which is a nickel. Okay, well, we don't really care about any of this, but we'll still go ahead and mark it. Soapstone. We don't care about it right now, that is. We might care about it one day. I see I think that's this is a copper vein, right? Argococephipis something, I don't even freaking know. Lembellini. What is this word? Where is that flower here? Yeah, this is a stibnite, which is, I think that's a antimony? Yeah, SB is antimony, right? Yeah, antimony. And also it contains tetrahedrite, which is a copper stibnite sulfide iron. I don't know, it's just a mix of metals. You can see the chemical formula there, Cu3SbS3Fe. And then also just a straight oh, we're looking at the wrong kind of vein here. Also straight copper in this vein as well. So yeah, we have tetrahedrite, copper, and stibnite. So let's go over till we see the actual indicator. This is an ore chunk. Okay, so this is where it should be centered. Oh my gosh, somebody dropped loot over here. Let's go. Let's go. I will take that. Iron pickaxe? Oh, hello, sir. Okay, that was unpleasant. I don't have any healing potions on me. I have red hearts that I can eat, but we don't have too many of those. I guess I can wear a shield. I don't really use shields, though. Maybe I should... Oh, we did have a shield over here, right? No. Where was the shield? Here's the shield. There's like a shield bash. I don't know how shields work. Anyways, we were marking tetrahedrite here. Let's just mark copper. No, let's mark it as tetrahedrite, I guess, because there is a different kind of copper vein I have marked over here, and I don't want to confuse them. Also, no wonder we're not finding the stupid Gloriosa Daisy vein. We went south instead of west. I don't know why my freaking internal compass is so screwed up over here, but... Oh, hey, here's another tetrahedrite, probably. I can give the ore scanner a pop here. Yeah, there's another tetrahedrite here. Tetrahedrite. I don't care that I had caps lock on, whatever. Keep going here. Oh, is there another one over here? Oh no. Okay, we're getting over here to this isoleucus. Yeah, that plant. This one is olivine. So let's go ahead, do olivine. Also, Terra aspected crystals will be good to know. I see a quartz vein over here. These flowers are quartz. And where's the center of our vein? Here. So this should be a quartz vein. Just kidding. I wasn't going to actually name it quartz, like the unit of measurement. Okay, and here's our Gloriosa daisies I remember seeing. And... oh, there's a... let me take care of this buddy real quick. No, our pickaxe is broken here. I'm not sure if that's... oh, I guess it wasn't making a difference. All right. So, ore scanner here, we should find our iron, magnetite, etc. vein. Should is a keyword? Where is it, though? It spawns from height 5 through 120, so it could be deep underground. Let's dig down a little bit and use our ore scanner to see if we can confirm its existence. I also, oh, you know what? I totally forgot about this reward here. We have this reward called Ender Shards and Teleporters. And what we can do with this is we can actually set a waypoint to be able to travel too quickly. I probably should have set one over there for the lava pool, but this is too late for now. We're here, so... all right, let's start going down. And since there's like a hill here, let me go down on the other side, closer to our base. Let's just start going down like right here, I guess. Get rid of this broken pickaxe. Let's put that pickaxe, and down we go. Let's go. I don't feel like I need a shield on my hotbar right now. Can we do anything with a shield? Not particularly anything useful. So this extra shield, I think I'm just going to chuck. Goodbye. Alright, down we go into our first digging hole slash mining hole, whatever you want to call it. I'm making an actual staircase here in case we need to get back here in the future instead of just making a hole. Alright, let's do an ore scanner. We're at 65 elevation, so we can scan down to 33. We need to go down to 32 at the lowest to know for sure that we've gone low enough, so... and I should remember I'm recording this to not record in pitch black the whole time, even though I can mine in pitch black, okay? Like, for y'all's sake, I need to have things be visible, I think. Somewhat, anyways. Alright. Can we scan anything now? Nope, we haven't really dropped down that much. Let's do a pivot here and turn back. The joys of early game digging. Crimson Praetor, please. I don't know where this guy is. I hope we can... kind of getting tired of seeing his health bar on the screen. I see on the... I'm looking on my mini-map over there. I see some dots moving around really quick. Those are probably bats or something. Okay, we're now at elevation 50. Oh, I see something over here. I think that's the redstone vein over here, right? Because there's a redstone vein. Yeah. And we can see some also some underground structures. Ooh, there's a mine shaft over here. Mine shafts are not as much of a thing in this modded Minecraft anyways, because we've broken our pickaxe. Ore veins are not as much of a thing. Alright, how are we looking? I'm starting to feel like if we don't see it here, or like drop 5 more blocks, we probably don't have one. Okay, I'm starting to see something here, but is that the one that we're digging towards? Let's go ahead and turn again. I'm I'm also hearing zombies, and based on our mini-map, looks like we're about to hit a little cave or vein here. And I'm hearing noises. I don't know if that's above it. Oh, okay, no, it's right here. Hello. Hi. Would you like to actually go into the lava down there? Goodbye. I don't want to go into a big, expansive area like this, because we're just going to get sniped off the ledges, so let's turn. And probably what I'm seeing, now that we're down lower, we can probably see the vein. Yeah, so we do see the vein, and we see this gap here in the vein, and that's probably the, this ravine kind of bisecting this vein, so... And that green we saw over there, that's an olivine, right? Yep, there's olivine over there. Okay. Alright, we continue digging. In fact, this is getting a little redundant, or not redundant, kind of repetitive, so I'm just going to be back once I get down to the bottom. Alright, we're pretty much imminent on the vein here. I just scanned a second ago, and hey, there we go. There's our first gold vein. Gold ore, I should say. So I'm going to take this ender shard, and I'm going to plop it right here, and this shard is now linked to this space. You can see there's like a little dust there. And what that's going to mean is that I can put this in a teleporter, and that teleporter is going to be able to take us to that spot right there. Which is good, because that's what we would like, so we don't have to go down this super long, what's it called? Super long staircase I made. We're also probably going to end up using this iron pickaxe that I got as a drop. I'm just really quickly looking to see if it's used for anything else. Not particularly, at least not anything that we're imminently gonna need. So yeah, we'll, after this flint pickaxe breaks, we'll swap over to the iron one, use that up, and then we'll head back to /home and kind of see what we got. But we are looking specifically for iron ore. Magnetite we cannot yet process. Okay, iron pickaxe, you are our only hope now. Oh, nice. It's also a little faster than our flint pickaxe was. Alright, let's keep the light going as well. The way I like to dig these veins, I just kind of like to make a little bubble and then go around the bubble and then kind of like shave it down layer by layer, just to make sure I'm getting everything. You don't have to get everything, there's so much stuff, but that's just my brand of making sure everything is being gotten. Not really noticing much iron ore here, though. This is a magnetite vein, right? So there's the gold jungle vein, which only contains vanadium magnetite, magnetite, and gold ore. And then the regular magnetite vein contains magnetite, iron, gold, and magnetite. So... sorry, check that again. Gold, magnetite, magnetite, vanadium magnetite. Okay. So vanadium magnetite is in both. I guess where the iron ore at though? Because I have 0 iron ore so far, and we only have magnetite ore and gold. And those monsters out there in this little ravine, can we get a peephole of what's going on over here? Oh, there's that creature that I was mentioning before that makes snow when it walks around. You know, I'm not seeing any... I'm not seeing any iron ore here. Oh, wait, no, there's some down there. It's a little harder to see because it blends in with the, stone. Very interesting thing about how this, there's also a scary monster over there, a wisp. And I see a chest over there. I'm kind of interested in that chest. Interesting thing about how the, this mod pack, not the mod pack, but the mod itself, works is that basically it just takes the color of ores and it kind of maps them to the shape of ore veins and stuff. So, like, it's like, hey, olivine, it's a green ore, so you get a green vein, and it's like, okay, cool. And then you get a green ingot or whatever. I mean, olivine wouldn't make ingot. Olivine would make a gemstone, right? Alright, just very carefully traversing this gap, because I would like to get this chest. Oh, and there's also a freezer spawner on top of it. Those are freezers down there, I guess. Whoa, 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 whoa. I do not know from which way we were getting shot. But it looks like if we're gonna get this chest here. Oh, prospected a vein also. Excellent. If we're gonna get this chest, we're gonna need to break that spawner. Because the spawner is covering the chest. So let's go ahead and boop. Oh, and there goes the spawner, I guess. Oh, hey, we get a diamond sword. That's gonna be neat. A lead and some iron. Which is actually what we're looking for here. I don't need this dirt or cobble. A saddle could also be useful. Just go ahead and grab it. Let me eat this wild berry really quick. Okay, there we go. I mean, we got some loot from a chest, eh? We still haven't gotten what we came down here for, though, which is just regular old iron ore. So let's get some dang iron ore before we get killed by something. Yeah. So I was seeing the iron ore is a little lower down in the vein, so let's dig down a little more, and we should start seeing the iron ore. Here we go. Here's some. Wow, these monsters are very, very noisy. Let me go in the sound options really quick. Hostile creatures, decrease that a little bit. That's better. Alright, we only need, like, I don't know. Oh, hello. Let's not go over there. Oh, and that iron just went bye-bye because my inventory's full. And that cobblestone is just going to bounce on the lava instead of getting burnt, apparently. Okay. I guess it's okay. All the noise is happening. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, so it looks like iron happens around down the lower levels of the vein, so we're gonna need to dig around down here to find some. Let me get cobblestone on my hotbar. I don't really want to expose an opening here. We're like one arrow away from dying, so... That iron we got... Oh, there's only one ingot, never mind. I was like, that's going to be a huge bonus for us to getting our... What's it called? Set up. Our squeezer. To get the squeezer, I think we only need, like... Let me go ahead and bookmark this guy. We need 9 iron for the block and then 1 iron for the ingot. So, where are we at? You know, we're at enough, and honestly, I'm good with where we are now. So let's maybe just pick up a bit more stuff here. Do I have my oven mitt? Yeah, let me grab my oven mitt, and I'm gonna take some buckets of lava home with me. Let me throw some junk in my trash can. Let's see. Junk, you guys. Rotten flesh I don't really need right now. Alright, let's get our buckets of lava. We have our oven mitten on, so it should be safe. I'm gonna go down here, and please don't shoot me. 4. Okay. And I'm just making sure I actually picked it up, because sometimes it showed that you pick it up, and then it was like, nah, you didn't actually. Joke's on you. Alright, let's go back home. Alright, and yeah, kind of as I expected, we ran out of fuel processing this grout. Let's actually go ahead and pull these out of there. There, I can throw this cobble in here. Sticks we can throw in there for now. Let's pull these out. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. I'm just gonna throw that on the ground for a second. And get these 3 out of here. And let's put our iron we need to process. So 9 irons is going to give us the block that we need. Let me go ahead and move this back to how I want it as well. We're going to turn the lever off. Let's put this here, casting. Yeah, we only got a few seared stones out of that whole set of lava we did, but it's going to be enough, so got to refuel that so it can actually work. Let's put our basin back in the other side. That's what we're actually going to get our iron block for. But it's going to take a second to melt down, so I'm actually going to... I think I'm going to pause this, or pause the recording anyways. I'll probably just go step away from my screen for a little bit while this melts down. Or maybe not. Hold on. Yeah, we need other things here. Come on, let's not just AFK and get nothing done. We're gonna need some sticks. And then I believe to actually do, let's see, we're gonna do an automated setup with our squeezer, but to do that, we're gonna need some extra things. Where is it under? I think it's here, Metallurgy, okay. Guide to automated ore transmutation. No, not that one. Where's the one that does the armor stand? Squeezer. Where would Squeezer be? Squeezer is, aha, here it is. This chapter. So we can go and we can watch this YouTube video, which is not going to pull up on the stream, just FYI, but I'm just looking at it to remind myself what I need. Okay, we need kind of a lot of stuff, actually. We need a piston. We're going to need some slime blocks, which I think we can make with rice balls. We're going to need a block of obsidian. We're going to need some redstone. Okay, yeah, we need a good amount of stuff to actually do that automated setup. So let's go put some stuff together. Maybe I should like make some chests and dump some of this stuff in here. Oh yeah, and then just a quick demonstration of the teleporter. Here's the ender shard we linked over there. We can go here and just be like, bloop. And hey, we're back at our iron vein. So yeah, we have quick access to this for now. Normally there's also a cooldown on /home, but because I'm playing with cheats on, it doesn't apply. Alright, we got our 3 ingots of iron. Let's go ahead and put them in the basin, but we're going to need 6 more to finish that iron block up. We're going to need an armor stand for the automated method. I think we can actually steal. I'm going to be like very lazy and just steal a stone slab from over here. Bloop. Thank you for that. Let's put something back here so it doesn't, so we don't fall in the hole. And sticks. I guess I don't have any sticks over here. Get 6 more of these. 6 sticks. And then we can make our armor stand. So there's our armor stand. I'm gonna go over here and chug one of these potions. And then we're gonna keep another potion on us, and then go ahead and let it make some more potions. Let them cook, so they say. Maybe I'm just the only one saying it now, I don't know. Okay, and then we need some slime blocks. So for slime blocks, I think we can turn rice into slime blocks. Can we turn rice slime into a slime block? Come on. We can use that for a sticky piston, which I Don't remember if we need a sticky piston for the setup or not. I didn't actually see slime block in here. Slime block. Let's look through this really quick. Uh-oh. It looks like we, in fact, cannot make a slime block without a... Oh, never mind. This quest gives us the slime blocks. We're gonna need... Okay, so we don't actually need to get those. Squeezer we're gonna have. It's gonna give us some redstone. Okay, so we actually just need to make this seared furnace. We need to get some copper, because this quest wants us to get copper. So let's... do we have any copper yet? Let's go grab some copper really quick. We have a couple veins marked for copper. And let's see, what's our closest? Can I put a bookmark over here? This one should be the magnetite. Magnetite. Okay, copper, there's one up here, and then there's tetrahedrites down here. Let's go and let me delete this tin waypoint and move it down here. Tin, because all of the ore veins should be in this grid. So copper up there. Let's go grab some copper. Hopefully it's not super deep down, but I'm gonna also put my ender shard for copper over here. And if it is super down deep again, I'm just gonna... I'll save you the agony of watching me dig down another super duper long hole. Alright, so here we have the Asian copperleaf plant. And I'm just going to dig straight down, to be honest. Kind of occurred to me as I was digging down, you know, if I just use if I use a teleporter, then, you know, it's not going to matter if I made a pit straight down, because I'm not going to be coming down the pit to get to the thing. Oh, what is this? I've dug into a little pond, apparently, where there was a freezer in here, apparently, because there's ice in the middle of the pond. That's funny. Alright, let's just go around the pond and keep going down. And pop our ore scanner real quick. Yeah, still not seeing the copper. We'll keep going down. I know it's dark, but like you're literally not missing anything. Don't worry about it. Oh, this is not an ASMR video. I'm not gonna whisper though. Don't worry. Oh, here we go. Here's all our copper. Look how big that vein is. Wow. Alright, we continue digging down towards our vein. Okay, here we go. I see some pyrite and some chalcopyrite. I also forgot, we have this map mod lets us see the veins on the map, but you actually have to get down to the veins and then right click one of the veins on there. So that's why I'm still marking them on the surface, because I don't want to dig down and then right click on the ore vein in the center of the earth. Alright. Okay, let's see. Okie dokie. Let me look at our quest really quick. We're in Asian copperleaf vein. It gives us some copper ingots, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and I think just kind of dig out and... How many ores are in here? Bro, there's not malachite in this vein, is there? Copper jungle vein has malachite in it. We might not actually be able to finish this quest, because this might not be a copper jungle vein. Malachite. Malachite comes from iron vein, ghost orchids, which we haven't seen yet, I don't think. Ghost orchid we have not seen? No. Malachite comes from copper jungle vein. It says the vein weight is 0, but it also says the vein weight is... Which vein are we in right now? I think we're in this vein right here, the copper vein. Um, oh, I see here. This can only spawn in Jungle M, Jungle Hills, Jungle Edge, Jungle, and Mini Jungle. Okay, so we cannot actually get malachite because the vein we're in right now only has chalcopyrite, iron, pyrite, and copper. Okay, fair enough. I do need copper though. So how much copper do I need? Just one ingot. Okay, that's not too bad. One ingot's going to give us 16 dust, which we can then melt down and then get the rest of our copper needs. Okay, let's put a... Let me get to kind of like the edge of the vein over here and then put a little way mark for us. Or I guess until my iron pickaxe breaks, right? Yeah, our pickaxe is going to imminently break. We do have at least one copper. Yes, we do. Okay. Alright, and our pickaxe is broken. Let's chuck it in the trash, and let's link our ender shard right here. And then we're just going to slash home. We're just going to have to remember that this is our iron, and this is our copper. I might put some signs up later, but for now, we can remember which is which. Okay. All of our iron has melted down. Let's go ahead and throw that in the casting basin. And let's melt our iron down. Here we go. Let's get an iron ingot. We gotta wait for the... I guess we gotta wait for the iron to cool, and then we have to wait for the copper to melt. And then we're gonna need to melt a bit more copper to make these plates. We're gonna need copper and lava for the seared furnace controller. And then I guess while that's cooking, no, I was gonna put some grout in there, but then I was like, hold on, we need what's it called? We need to cook copper in here imminently. How fast does the grout cook? Maybe let's just put 2 pieces in there. Yeah, you know what? Those are like cooking. Those are probably gonna finish the same time as the copper bar finishes, so that's gonna save us a moment there. Is the iron block done yet? Jeez, it's so slow. We need like a fan over here. Alright, there we go. We can make our squeezer finally. Loop! There we go, we got a squeezer now. And what we can do with a squeezer is you can actually put ores in there. So for example, chalcopyrite has a squeezer recipe. And how you use the squeezer is you put an ore or item that you want to squeeze. Some items give liquid, so the liquid would come out of those little channels there. But to actually use the squeezer, you just go up here and you jump, 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 and hey, we got a copper dust. And then how do you reset it? I think you have to reset it with a redstone signal, maybe? Yeah. So that's obviously very irritating, so... oh yeah, that's okay. I was like, did I just mess my thing over there up? No, we're fine. We're gonna be using some funny mechanics to kind of automate this. But for now, that's how we would do it. Let's go ahead and grab our copper ingot. That's gonna finish our quest. I think I finished another quest here somewhere else. Advancement made. Oh, advancement is not a quest, my bad. Okay, we're good. This is telling us how to make bronze. If you played RuneScape, you know how to play bronze. I mean, come on. It's the simplest thing. Let's get our copper dust reward. And then we get our calculator. You know what we're going to do our calculator? Boom, right into EMC. All right, how fast is copper dust compared to melt compared to copper ore? A good bit faster, actually. Okay, let's go ahead and melt those 3 down. Is going to give us enough for 2 plates, because I think 1 plate is 2 ingots with the hammer. So once these melt, we're going to have enough for those. We are going to need 2 more plates, though. Or wait. No, those are the 2 plates we need for this. Okay, so we're not going to need more plates. Okay. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I guess in the meantime, what do we got here? Chalcopyrite? Oh, we got to reset it. You can't fill it while it's full already. We can manually crush up some chalcopyrite. Very exciting stuff, right? Okay, I'm not doing that again. That's super annoying. Let's see. I'll just be back in a second, I guess, once this finishes melting down. Okay, it finished up, and it is now automatically turning into ingots, which is exactly what we want. So let's just wait for them to pop out of here. Will only be a little bit longer. There it goes, solidifying, cooling down, whatever you want to call it. And then I'm going to take the I was like, take my pickaxe and move the casting basin over, and then I remembered my pickaxe is all disintegrated. I don't need to look up the pickaxe recipe, but I do need sticks. Can't wait to have some nicer tools, to be honest. Stick. And flint. Okay, I think we can actually really quickly... Did I burn all of my copper ore? Or all of my iron ore? Because I just remember there was this quest in Metallurgy. Any crushed ore. Okay. Any impure ore. And then any clean dust. And we'll get a jackhammer. Oh, and a cauldron too. Oh, cauldron takes a bunch of iron, dang. Well, we'll get there shortly. Let's do the gold ore. How did you get up there? Let's do the impure ore first. I think we had a quest reward from that somewhere. Yeah, we did. Where did I put that quest reward? Did I like drop it in the void world chest? That would be something I would do. Did I not claim it? No, rewards, copper, crushed crushed iron. Where the heck did I put it? We don't have like any chests anywhere. I might have yeeted the quest reward on accident. Checking all my storages really quick. Yep, probably just yeeted that into the trash can on accident. That's my bad. My bad, dude. Or wait, is it down here? It's down here. Okay, I forgot we had a chest there. I'm so disorganized. It's not even funny. Alright, so with this, we can break it with a hammer. There's our impure iron dust. And then... Normally, to clean this, you need to throw it in a cauldron. But, oh, you know what? We need the cauldron to complete the quest anyway, so we'll come back to it. Can we melt this down? We cannot melt the impure dust down either. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our copper plates going. So that's this recipe. There's our copper plates. Go to this chapter. There's our slime blocks. And I accidentally claimed some food there. Chimichanga. Yo, this is a big food. Let's not eat that right now. We're barely hungry. We're going to need our seared furnace. So we're going to need our bricks. We're going to need a bucket of lava. Do I have buckets here? No, I'm just gonna use EMC for a bucket of lava for now because we have so much EMC. Let's put our bricks back to go here. Or not our bricks, our grout. And let me move this basin back over here to this side because I want it to make blocks, not bricks. There we go. So that's gonna continue making blocks now. We do have enough seared stones for our needs over here. Do we have another bucket? I think I cooked up some buckets, so... Yeah, here's a new bucket. Here's some seared bricks. We're gonna need our mitts. We're gonna need an obsidian. No, not a new scanner. We're gonna need an obsidian. Plop down our obsidian. And transmute. Pick it up. Get one of these work tables back. Now I'm wishing I had left the work table with the lava in it here. Oh, it was breaking this chest. Never mind. I guess it's okay. All right, there we go. There's that. Here's this. Boom, boom. And a hammer? Hammer, yay. Seared furnace controller. Awesome. And it also gives us 4 buckets of lava back. That's actually really nice. Can we hold these without the mitts also? Oh, nope, 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 nope. It doesn't like that. Okay. Put the mitt back on. I think we can use these to fuel our thing. Yeah, we can. Oh, and it also gave us a quest complete for having an empty cell, which is this style of... It's kind of a style of bucket, I guess. Okay. So now we need the squeezer, which we have already made. Boom, squeezer. Alright. And get some redstone. We definitely don't need miner stew right now. So let me look to see what all we need. What's our checklist for this build? Okay, we are going to need... Doop. Okay, we need an obsidian. We need a... Looks like a sticky piston. We're going to need another redstone block as well. How hard are those to make? I don't know if I want to steal this one or just make a new one. Redstone block. Whoops. Takes redstone, devil dust. Devil dust was low covalence dust in a fire. We really need to get our stuff shifted over here. This is getting a little annoying walking back and forth. Soon, though, soon. Do we have low covalence dust anywhere? Control T is not pulling anything up, so I'm going to guess no. How about charcoal? Do we have that anywhere? We do. Okay, let's take that, and then... Where's our infinity dust? I remember... Oh, there it is. Right there. And then some sand. Any sand in here, or did I pull it all out? Looks like I pulled all the sand out. Okay. Sand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go ahead and make covalence dust, and then we're gonna throw one in the fire. We'll just throw it in this fire right here. Bank the rest of this. A redstone torch is... Sorry, advanced redstone torch? Okay. Damn. Redstone we have, though, from that quest reward. There we go, there's our double dust. Advanced redstone torch, what do we need? Stick and iron. Okay, back to the overworld we go. Let me know how exciting this is, me forgetting where all my stuff is and then going back and forth a million times. Stick. Cobble, we don't need... Actually, we do need cobble. We need 1 cobblestone. Because we need a lever. Alright, iron ore... Not iron ore, iron ingot. To make this guy, and then now we can make another redstone clock. Cool. I'm just going to throw this over there for now. We're going to need 2 whoppers. 2 whoppers? I think... Oh no, we don't need 2 whoppers. We're going to need a chest, though. 2 chests, in fact. Or just 1, I guess. It kind of depends on how we want to set it up. But I'll go back to the void world for another chest momentarily. Let's put another lava cell. Oh, our lava cells are in here. Let's put another lava cell in here. Just keep it topped off while we're making more Seared stones. Alright, so we got this. We've done those. We need a piston now. So piston's going to be really fun. This isn't that bad, actually. I thought it was going to be worse. I think we actually can make this right now. Grab another piece of iron and piston, please. Oh, we don't have cobblestone, of course. Cobble, and I saw it didn't matter what kind of cobble, so we're just going to use some cyan cobblestone, because why the heck not? And do we need to make this a sticky piston? I feel like it doesn't need to be a sticky piston. Let me test really quick, because this is going to be pushing slime blocks. We have too many levers here. You're supposed to be over here. Oh, that's not how pistons work. Yeah, I can't help but notice that, like, kind of just pushed it up into the sky. So we are going to, in fact, need a sticky piston. Okay, so for sticky piston, we are going to need rice in the void world, and we also need some chests. So let me grab both of those, and we're going to need a whopper. So here's the whopper. Let's make the chest over here. Both chests. Do we need more wood? I don't think we're going to need any more wood. Get rid of this saddle. That's just like chilling in my inventory. I'll take the wood out of here for now. And rice. One piece of rice because we need a slime block. There we go. This should turn our piston into a sticky piston. We are almost done with our build. So I'm probably going to move it, but the build is basically going to go like this. So there's going to be a block here. This is going to be like our input to the squeezer. And there's going to be a chest on top feeding that whopper. The output comes pushed out through this side channel here, so this should output directly into the chest here. We can test that theory really quick with a chalcopyrite. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. All right, we did not get the dust because the dust went in here. Perfect. We're going to want a redstone clock here. That resets it on a timer. We can put that there if we want to turn off the resetting. And then we're going to need the armor stand I made. Goes here. That's going to be the thing that squeezes it. Our sticky piston, I believe, goes up here. No, this does not look correct. Hold on. Referencing the build really quick. Okay, the clock is supposed to go down under. So our clock's going to go here. Our lever's going to go here. And we need a redstone torch for signal transference. So get a redstone torch. Basically, when you have a redstone block, redstone torch on the side of a block, it kind of acts like an inverter of the signal going through that block. So when there is a signal in this block, this redstone torch turns off. But the reason we want this is because we just want a pulse. That pulse is going into this block now, so you can see this block is having a redstone power that turns on and off. Then we can stick our piston here. And I have pistons quieted in our one muffler here. And up here we're going to stick our slime blocks. And it's going to send our armor stand to the stratosphere because I forgot one important thing. We need an obsidian block over here to prevent our dude from flying into the stratosphere. Here we go. There we go, and this should be the completed build. This should work. So let's turn it back on. All right, guy staying in his thing. The squeezer's going down. All right, let's feed it up with some ores and see what happens. Magnetite, go ahead. There's the magnetite, gets squished, then it gets reset. There's our iron dust. Hey, how about that? Wow. Put our chalcopyrite in here as well. Let's take our grout out of here for a moment. We're going to be using the seared furnace to cook all of these, but first we're going to want some more metal. So I'm going to just get a bunch of these irons. And let's just let those iron ingots cook. I'm going to swap this back over to the casting table so we can make ingots. And you go back over there. I guess we're going to make some seared stone ingots. That's fine. Seared bricks. The iron's going to take a little while to melt, but this is some good stuff here. I would like to make the cauldron so we can get that quest reward for the jackhammer, because that's going to be like a crazy tool for us. So cauldron's going to need 7 wrought iron. So wrought iron, we can either throw iron plates into a fire to make it rot. This is like pig iron also. Basically like a low grade steel. We did get 4 wrought iron ingots, so that is a start here. Let's go ahead and turn those into plates. So we're gonna need 5 more plates for our cauldron. We could also just like walk around, and there might be like some house or something like that. Maybe there's a cauldron in this village over here. I don't know, might be a little too wishful of thinking, just like, oh, just go find a cauldron. No, how about I just sit here and make it? It's not that bad. So we have 3 iron currently. We're gonna need 5 more plates. That means we need 10 iron total. So this is just gonna take a hot minute to cook. I'm gonna actually let that do its thing. And I'm gonna put some gold to process as well. Vanadium, I don't think we can squeeze vanadium, can we? We can squeeze vanadium, but I don't really have a use for vanadium magnetite right now, so we're gonna not do that yet. Okay, so magnetite can go, gold can go, vanadium can stay in here for now. Alright, and we're getting some dust. What is this weird gold dust? That is not the gold dust I was expecting. I was expecting this one. Oh wait, that's rose gold. This one is what I was expecting. I mean, it's like turns into the same gold, so I guess we can turn it into tiny gold and then back into the gold dust I was expecting. Yeah, there we go. Okay, whatever. Okay. Let's just see how our iron's cooking. I'm gonna come back in a bit once this is done, so be back shortly. Side note, something I'd really like, and it's just like always good to have, but this item called time in a bottle is very, very good, because basically it lets you store unused time, and then you can kind of like use it at your need. So like if I wanted, I could use that to speed up our melter here, and that would be like very useful, because I'm trying to record here and it's like, oh, I am a time gauge, you need to wait, and I'm like, well, shoot. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. Let me turn this off. Got more iron and copper and gold there ready to go for us. How are we doing on bars? Oh man, we're gonna have to, we're gonna be 1 iron bar short from finishing this whole thing that we need. Let me really quickly take a look at quest. Maybe we have some quest rewards sitting around that we can claim. Okay, can't really use that. Oh, we got more empty cells and glass vials. I'm gonna take empty cells because we have some of those currently, but glass vials I'll leave there until we need/want them. What was our quest rewards over here? Obsidian, I already took those. We don't have any pending quest rewards here. How about in here? Gold ingot, I'll go ahead and grab that. We don't need this item yet. Metallurgy, what pending rewards do we have in here? Experience and redstone dust. Okay. Progression goals, we have the trophy. I'm probably just gonna claim that and put it in a chest somewhere at some point. Minor stew, we don't need. And we're not gonna have anything useful from this chapter, so I'm not gonna look through all of these again. This is just gonna be like food and stuff. And here, go ahead and eat a breaded pork chop, sounds yummy. I wish I had a breaded pork chop IRL right now. Alright, I have not delayed long enough for this iron dust to finish, so I'll be back again shortly. Alright, and it's melted here, and it is solidifying, and it will be done shortly. Boom, there it is, okay. Oh, bless you. One of my dogs just let out a weird cough. Let's go make our iron into wrought iron. I'll just chuck that in there. I'm actually, whoops, I got too close. I was like, I'm actually surprised it landed in the fire because it just barely threw it in the edge. And to make our cauldron, let me just bookmark this here. No, bookmark, there we go. And we're just waiting for this to finish sizzling here, and that's when we know it's done. There we go. There's our wrought iron. We can turn that into plates. We can turn these into our cauldron. And there we go, quest complete. We got our cauldron. We have our clean dust from other sources. What you would do normally, actually I can demonstrate since we have actual clean dust. What you do normally is you take your impure dust, and then we need a bucket for this, don't we? Can we pick up a bucket of water with an empty cell? Let's try that really quick. Friggin' the 100 things happening in my brain at the same time. Throw that in there. We cannot pick that up, but how about if we change it into a universal cell? Nope, still can't do that. Okay, well, I tried. And now it's stuck as a universal cell. I don't really want this, though. Goodbye. Okay, so we would need a bucket to pick that up. What you would do is you fill your cauldron with water, and then you drop your impure dust in there, and then it turns into a pure dust. That's something we skipped because we got pure dust from the squeezer, but now you know. And we did finish automating the squeezer. You are continuing to make iron bars. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, the whole reason we did that is because I wanted the jackhammer. And we can store those iron ingots as well. But check out this jackhammer. You ready for this? You're not ready for this. Look at that. You see this? Oh, and we have opened up a hole into this chasm here. Let's close that off. But yeah, that is just a crazy pickaxe for us to have. So this is like an upgrade if we ever got one. It also has magnet on it, so like when I break stuff, like they're just flying into my inventory. They're not splattering all over the ground. So yeah, it's very nice. It's also very easy to Swiss cheese these veins if we're not being careful. And I don't really like Swiss cheesing the veins, so I'm gonna endeavor not to do that. But yeah, I think that's a good wrapping up point for this episode. We got a lot of stuff done. We got our first iron and copper. We got our squeezer automated. We have the jackhammer. The jackhammer also has mending on it, so we're going to have to set up an EXP farm to be able to repair it, but it's going to be with us for a while. Oh, hello. Hello. If you're enjoying the series, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!